Alright, we're live. Number 10. Pando. What you see here is a single tree. Its name is Pando. It's Latin for I spread. While it may look like obviously different trees, every stem of Pando is connected by the same root system. In close competition with your mom, Pando is the single largest organism on Earth, weighing an estimated 6,000 metric tons and spanning 106 acres.
Yo, I just got these new steel-toed boots. I don't really know how much I'm gonna wear them, but I might just wear them so I don't stub my toe, but I also...
Number 9. The ginkgo tree. I mentioned this species in my first installment of this series, but didn't elaborate about any information related to it. Ginkgos are a really old species, and their specimens can get up to over thousands of years old. They're rare in the wild, but are cultivated all over the world, especially in cities because of their Number 9. The ginkgo tree. I mentioned this species in the first installment of the series, but didn't elaborate about any Number 9. The ginkgo tree. I mentioned this species in the first installment of this series, but didn't elaborate about any information related to it. Ginkgos are a really old species, and their specimens can get up to thousands of years old. They're really rare in the wild, but are cultivated all over the world, especially in cities because of their pollution tolerance. They also have no close living relatives. Ginkgos are extremely sturdy and— Whoa! Whoa! What was that?
Dude, yeah, I saw it. What the hell?
Did you guys see that?
Seriously, what is that? What?
Did somebody?
Do you know what that was? Like,
No, man, I have no idea.
Okay.
No clue.
Just move on, I guess.
I mean, I guess. Grafting is a common practice in horticulture. There's a lot of science stuff involved, but in general, it's done to combine better root systems with the desired top growth. The most common type of tree that gets grafted are apple trees, because each apple tree would produce its own unique tasting apples, and unfortunately they usually taste pretty bad. So when a desired flavor is produced, branches of the desirable tree are grafted to numerous other trees, resulting in identical tasting apples. But what is the most grafted tree? The Tree of 40 Fruits is a project of some Stan Van Eycken, who does a lot of art and sculptures, and he also really enjoys— What a cool guy! Anyways, the Tree of 40 Fruits is mostly fruits like plums. One might wonder how much of the original tree even remains, given that it's supposedly grafted together with 40 others. I don't know. Don't ask me. The ship of Theseus is a well-known thought experiment where if some old ship had every part of it replaced over time, would it still be the same ship once everything is replaced? There are a variety of answers, from the theory of continuation of identity to one that claims that 3 different versions of the ship existed throughout its lifespan. The ship of Theseus is also a very pliable concept. For example, are you the same person you were as the day before? Sleep is the cousin of death, and every night we draw frighteningly near to its eternal grip. When we go unconscious for these prolonged periods, our brains reform, and you might fundamentally wake up a new person. Trees do not sleep, so they do not contemplate such things. Mr. Beast is a small YouTuber known for planting like 24 trees or something. He's been on the platform for quite some time, and over his measly career you can observe that in each thumbnail, he looks less and less like a real human. In a sense, this can be related back to grafting. His true flesh has been grafted by an artificial figment that can be seen as the desired top growth. So the question of Theseus begs for an answer. Is Mr. Beat the same Mr. B that existed when his channel began? Is what you see in his modern thumbnails a cheap but flattering imitation of his true form?
Hide me in 10 years.
Are the fruits he produces simply grafted on top of his once authentic base? What was this video about again? Number 7. The longleaf pine. The longleaf pine is reminiscent of bamboo with the way it grows. When it first emerges from the soil, it looks like how it does in the image on screen. But over its lifespan, it grows to hundreds of feet tall. Dating experts project that by 2060, the minimum desired male height will be between 80 and 100 feet. Luckily for the longleaf pine, they're already there at maturity. And women already love how awesome they are, and they smell great. These trees will be the peak men of the future, and this is why many are in favor of burning them all down. Unfortunately for all the tree sales out there, these trees are fire resistant. And to make matters even worse, longleaf pines are also hardcore sadists, because whenever they're burned is when they reproduce. Because of this, the CDC now recommends keeping your women indoors during wildfire months.
interrupt this program to bring you a...
Number 5. The mahogany tree. The mahogany tree is a red and brown tree typically used for working, as it's very durable and pretty. It's indigenous to tropical Americas like southern Florida, and is now endangered or practically extinct due to overharvesting. I used Google's AI overview to find more information and probably worsened the mahogany tree population, as every stupid question burned down like 4.5 of them. During World War II, they used mahogany to build a boat for JFK. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to stop Lee Harvey Oswald from sinking his Cortex.
Hey, nice gameplay, man.
Thanks, man.
The giant horsecock weighs over 11 pounds. That's a lot.
Number 4. The oak tree. Oak trees are the most massively unimpressive and unremarkable tree to ever tree. They grow. There's a lot of different types of them, and all of them are ubiquitously boring besides a few specimens. At the very least, oak trees are the best tree in Minecraft. They were the first tree ever added, and they have the most appealing color. They're also the easiest to clear forests of in Minecraft, and are the most iconic tree in the entirety of Craftlandia. In real life, they're fine, but they're just kinda like, whatever, you know? Number 3. There's a lot to say about these trees in comparison to our last, but I'll try to keep it short. These are the largest species of trees on Earth, and is the species that birthed Hyperion. They're native to California, and are invasive to New Zealand, which is pretty interesting. Apparently, the first thought that any man before 1980 ever had when seeing magnificent natural life was, what's the fastest way I can kill that and make money? Legend has it that these trees were immediately turned into plywood to make IKEA furniture that would be thrown out in 2 years. However, if it weren't for greed, we would not have most of modern civilization. Some would argue that that's still a bad thing, but for the most part, I'd say it's pretty good. In environmental science, one of the first things you learn is the difference between exponential and logistical growth. Exponential growth is infeasible over time, but it's all we've ever chased. One ought to wonder that, when the guardrails keeping us afloat have been so thoroughly bent, twisted, and mangled, and melted down into Stanley Cups and Labubu keychains, when will we fly over the edge into oblivion? Regardless of when that is, so long as they're kept protected, the giant redwoods will stay here. Number 2. The Japanese wisteria is a beautiful tree, and it's awesome and cool. I could have put anything here, but a lot of these pictures are just so gorgeous that I figured I'd give them the spotlight. Many of the older specimens of this tree in Japan are designated as natural monuments. Number 1. On February 26th of 2024, I posted Top 10 Tree. It was made using Microsoft Clipchamp from start to finish, and was fully produced in just a few days. About a week prior to its publishing, I was in school one cold early morning, and I was sat upstairs with my friends at the time, where we watched a video about trees. Its name and creator I cannot remember, but it was a core influence to how I approached the first video in this series. 252 days after the first video was made, and not coincidentally, a year ago from today, Top 10 Trees 2 was released. It made the first video look like what it was, a joke. I had never put so much effort into editing a video, and I was and still am proud of it. From the beginning, I've recognized that ranking trees is an absurd concept. There is no such thing as the number one tree species. None provide more value to the world than another. The most important tree is the one you plant. or perhaps will be the one that you're buried under. In the time between these silly videos, I've gone through so much. I experienced love, loss, stress, contentment, and a feverish desire for change. I've met and experienced so many people, and have split ways with many more. Perhaps the best tree is the one that means the most to you. Perhaps the true number one tree is the memories we've made along the way. This has been Red 40, and thank you for watching.